afternoon, Facebook, and thanks for watching. I'm Diane Bennett with Inspired Homes, and we're here today with Abraham Gordillo of Reliable Roofing and Construction. And you're watching Tuesday Tips. We've got some questions for Abraham about roofs that some of our homeowners are asking and wanting to know. So, you know, how long can somebody expect a roof to last? So how do you know? Like if they've just bought a house and they don't know, you know, did they do an inspection? Did they not do an inspection? How long do roofs last?
So it's really important that you have an inspection done on your house, mostly if you just purchased it. Knowing how long your roof is going to last can be done in a couple of different ways. There's tools out there to be able to measure out the granules and the layers that are still in the shingle itself. So it's definitely something that can be done, but it has to be looked at. If you start noticing that there's a lot of granule loss throughout your entire roof, then you start knowing that you're ready for replacement. If you are looking at your roof and you see kind of like a shiny layer throughout it, then you know that you are ready for the replacement. A lot of those signs are really noticeable, so that's how you're able to kind of know where to go with it.
So I also notice sometimes when I'm driving through a neighborhood and some roofs, if it's on a rainy day, some roofs have like dried off on the top, but kind of lower down, they still look wet. Does that mean that roof is starting to age? Or is that just
not
normal?
Always. It can be pretty normal. If you're looking at it, it might well be a repair. So it could be a repair that was on the eaves. That's usually one of the areas that if you weren't using proper ice and water shield, you have like a newer section of shingles, and then you have older ones on the top. So when you start noticing that, it's because repairs haven't done to the roof.
Okay, cool. So if somebody's roof is leaking, does it need to be totally replaced?
Not always. Sometimes it can be a seal. Right here it's kind of hard to see, but if you're looking at the pipes around, you know, your like pipes for the restroom and for the kitchen, if those lose their seal, then you're gonna have leaks in those areas.
If a shingle blows off from bad weather, could you have a leak right there where there's a shingle missing?
It's usually pretty hard to have an issue there, because underneath it you should have your underlayments, which nowadays are gonna be your synthetic felts and your ice and water shields. But if they didn't use it, then yes, you're definitely gonna have a leak, and it's gonna happen throughout one of the sections where the wood meets. Got it.
And so do they have options when it comes to re-roofing? What kind of options are there?
Yeah, so there's tons of different options. Manufacturers are you know, there's tons of manufacturers out there. So around here you'll see a lot of Certainteed and GAF, IKO and Tamco's. Sticking to the two major ones, they're a little bit more expensive, but they have better warranties, which is gonna be GAF and Certainteed. Are going to be really the way to go with it.
Okay, good deal. And then, so should they do anything prior to a roof installation? Should the homeowner do anything to their house prior to roof installation?
Making sure that you're mentally prepared for it.
Oh, good. Okay, what does that mean?
If you have dogs, most of the time you don't want to have them in the house. Because the noise of the nail guns, the compressors, there's construction going on outside of your house. So being prepared for it that way is one of the good parts of it. Also knowing that you're gonna have a dumpster or you're gonna have a dump truck, just prepping for your parking as well. Like this homeowner is not gonna be able to use his garage for 3-4 days, so just being prepared.
So before you guys start, he needs to plan on parking on the street or further down the. Got it.
And that's usually your contractor will walk you through it and kind of let you know what to expect.
Okay.
Yes.
Good deal. If you got a good one. So anyway, all right. And then, what about the money? So how do they know if they're getting the right price and stuff like that? How do you answer those kinds of questions, money questions?
So they vary. Roofs are gonna vary in price, but most of the time everybody has that base price, right? So everybody's kind of starting out nowadays in the market. You're at about $3.50, going up to $4 a square foot. And that's a pretty normal price to be at per square foot. Now, if you're moving into something, like a luxury shingle, or if you're moving into like a luxury metal shingle, then your price is gonna definitely change.
Right. And then besides that, if it's like straight across, just like a tent roof just straight all the way across, that's a lot less expensive than one that has like a bunch of different shapes and valleys, right?
Yes. So for example, this one is a big roof. It's got a lot of angles. It's got different valleys. It's a complicated roof, and it's gonna take the guys a lot longer. There's more waste in the material because you have to cut more. And you have a lot of valleys that are over. They have multiple layers throughout the valley, so it's gonna use a lot more material in that section, and so your square footage is gonna change.
Got it. Okay, great. Well, this has been super helpful information, Abraham. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Facebook, thanks for watching. We always love to have you every week on Tuesday Tips. I'm Diane Bennett with Inspired Homes, where it's all about you.